fight, fans. Your fourth kickboxing fighter tonight out of the Youth 125 weight division. Your first fighter making their way to the ring out of the blue corner, Hector Loco Sanchez from Embrace Martial Arts.
Coach Roland Giselle coming out with another Embrace Martial Arts youth fighter.
I would be terrified to come out.
Dude, Roland never has shoes on. I've never seen this guy wear shoes his whole life. He doesn't own a pair of shoes. Full Muay Thai garb again for these Embrace fighters. This kid looks Bangkok ready.
I give credit to any coach that can coach kids. That is
100%.
not my forte.
Yeah, the patience, the understanding, the empathy that goes into coaching children. It's a lot like teaching children, you know.
And his opponent from Art of Motion. Please welcome Joseph Mini Money Snyder.
I love the nicknames. The nicknames are outstanding. I just love
That's the most fun part.
to know the history behind the Patriot, Money. What was the other one? The Legend. I like to know the history. What got you to that point at 8 years old?
Okay, this kid looks super athletic. Look at his muscle definition. This kid drank a lot of milk growing up.
Let me see what's over here. Rolling the heads up. He's fighting a mini man.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your beer and food orders, check out the ladies and the white tees. They got the green clipboards. They'll be coming around. They got their hands up in the back over there. They'll be serving your beer, food. They will take care of you. Just raise a hand. They'll be right over to you. All right, here we go. First round action. Controlling the action, Mr. Johnny Jessup. Round number one. Let's go.
Johnny Jessup, our referee for this one. Youth kickboxing off to another start. Two way more experienced guys like we saw in the last time we had an Embrace fighter out here.
Sanchez catches him with a counter right.
Yeah, you got to think that he's going to want to use his range against a fighter of this build. Undoubtedly, Joseph Snyder is going to have a lot of power for his size.
Yes.
But you got to think Sanchez has at least a 2-3 inch reach advantage. He's quite a head taller.
Keep him on his back foot.
Hector's got better feints than some adults I've seen making their debut, honestly. Huge lead hand strike for him. He checks him with that hook.
Keep that jab active.
Now forgive my silence, I'm just watching this, but Snyder, his movement is a little bit more mature than an 0-1.
Yeah, certainly.
Good
But
shot.
he keeps getting hit by those check hooks on the way in. First was a left, then a right from Hector Sanchez. He's got deadly accuracy
counter
with that
kick.
punch.
Hands active.
Nice head movement there from Snyder. Snyder's moving very well, like you said.
Sanchez, don't show him too much. Sanchez is starting to show him all of his game, and I think Snyder is just learning, and he's going to make the adjustment.
Sanchez doing a good job so far of keeping this long, snapping his head back with that cross.
Yes, sir. Stay busy with the hands.
Good overhand.
Two very talented young men in here. You can definitely tell these two kids are on point. A lot of mat time. Yeah, I'm digging the feints from Hector Sanchez. That's what's enabling him to land over and over again and really keep Joseph Snyder out so far.
Hey, if the conditioning holds up, he can maintain that range. He might walk away with it.
Yeah, 100%.
But I think Snyder is learning him.
Yeah, he is timing on the approach now, too.
He's starting to learn. We should see him make an adjustment in round
He's
two.
starting to believe.
Well, just watch the way he keeps his eyes on Sanchez.
Yeah, definitely.
Even under fire, under pressure, he's absorbing all that information. He's starting to learn when he can go.
Yeah.
So we should see an adjustment here. He doesn't look winded, standing up to take his break.
No, neither kid really do, but you do notice that Snyder's going to say no stool for him.
got to be careful with fighters that take in too much water. That's a sign.
Yeah. That's a coaching thing too, right? Like as a coach, you got to be conscious of how much water you're giving them because they're just.
You trained it in the gym, man.
Yeah, you're just saying, hey, do you want water? And they're saying yes.
Yeah.
It's up to you. It's really up to the coach to determine how much it gets poured, you know?
Yeah. What I like to do in the gym is we have a designated amount of time that we train. You go get your water. I can't have you breaking whenever you feel like breaking to go get water.
Right.
Because you'll never discipline yourself that way.
All right, I'm interested to see what happens in the second round. It did seem like Snyder was coming online more and more as that second round went on, or that first round went on.
A little bit of wetness over here in the blue corner.
Yeah, you got to be careful for that.
And look for Snyder to come out and make the adjustments at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if he stays inside a little bit more.
Nice jab there from Snyder. He'll need to use that to get inside if he can. Huge body kick from Snyder to the strong side of the body, though.
He just needs to watch bending over, going to the body, because he may take a knee to the head accidentally.
Keep your defense tight.
I did hear some of the corner advice from Roland Mazel there was to try and stay long with the cross because the cross keeps landing. Snyder avoids it there.
Finish with kicks. Punch the kick.
Exchanging knees in the clinch
Good
there.
knees.
Exit, end with a high kick.
Sanchez
Good
shifting the
coaching
hips.
from Roland. Snyder needs to move his feet continuously. Once he gets in, he's stay in. But in order to do that, he's got to back him up. He's got to keep his feet moving and then let his hands go. See how he's only getting that one shot? See, I knew it was going to happen because he's bending over at the waist.
Yeah, I mean, that was bound to happen eventually, but
Yeah.
Hector Sanchez definitely drove it home. Snyder's going to be given a little bit of time to recover here after what I could say, could be perceived as an accidental blow to the head. Donnie Jessup says you're good. Definitely an accident.
It's just the flow of the fight, and it's the way it styles.
Absolutely.
It's just styles. He's got the right idea, but he's got to use his feet to do it and not leaning over.
Yeah, I mean, he
All right,
really,
time back in. Resume fighting. Let's go.
Snyder's got some dramatic head movement, and, it looks really good. And, when it's subtle, it works really well for him. But when he takes those big, exaggerated motions, especially as the fight goes on and you're moving a little bit slower, you will get caught. And that check hook shows back up on the backhand there for Hector Sanchez.
He's made the adjustments, but the two problems is he's bending over when he gets on the inside again like that. And then when he does land, he admires his work when he should be following up. See right there?
He is one and done.
Yeah,
whereas,
one and done.
Whereas Hector Sanchez is stringing together. Oh, another foul from Sanchez. That one a little
Another
bit
low
more
blow.
egregious.
Referee timeout.
That was, I don't know, Roland.
I'm going to need to see that again.
You might be biased over there, Roland.
Roland throws the red flag on that one and challenges the play. I don't think we're going to see a warning again. Donnie Jessup's usually one, especially in the adult fights. He's one to let these things go.
That's a good call for a young fighter and a young coach that he's got to learn. These referees don't have to give you. The warnings all come in the dressing room.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So way to call that, way to catch that.
I tell you, Coach Roland Mazel said that he did not think that was low. If it wasn't low, Snyder, he deserves the Academy Award here.
I believed him.
Because he's a phenomenal actor, if that's the case.
I believed him.
He's ready to go again.
Red corner says he's ready. Ref says let's fight.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's see if Mini Money can put it back together. And I wonder if they call him Mini Money because he's built like a small, Walmart brand Chad Mendez.
Good body shot again.
Hector was worried about hitting the knee there, so he slowed it down to try to drive it home to the body and ends up missing the strike completely. And that's one of those things where...
All right, that's the end of round number 2, third and final. Coming right up.
Once something that you've done is called a foul, it really puts a lot of gun shyness, a lot of hesitancy on some of your other tools, because you don't want to run the risk of getting a point taken. I mean, you've already fouled this guy twice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I think that if the corner is smart, they're going to tell him to stick with his jab, push kicks, stay long, move around. You've already won rounds 1 and 2, so. What do you know about Art of Motion? I've not heard of that gym.
I have not either. You know, that's one of the things that I really like about these Fight For It shows is that we do get to see, you know, one-off fighters from these gyms that, you know, might be just getting themselves on the map or might be coming out to compete for the first time.
That's true. Hey, like you said, the last show, I never heard a body shot. But I was impressed.
Yeah, they had some great fighters on that card. All right, Sanchez versus Snyder.
Here we go, third and final. Let's go, fight fans. Cheer these fighters on.
We're gonna see who
Let's
wants
get
more.
it.
Yeah, the long, strong, down to get the friction on strikes from Hector Sanchez have paid dividends. The jab and the cross both have really, really kept Joseph Snyder at bay.
Again, Snyder has the right idea, but the wrong approach. He just can't get in. But he knows he needs to get in. He just
100%.
can't figure out how.
Little gear malfunction there. Tape on that right. Shin guard's not holding true.
But the problem is when he starts kicking and trading back and forth, that's Sanchez's style. That's for him.
And the classic tradition of Mexican fighters and Mexican boxing, a great 1-2
There's
from
a push
Loco
kick.
Sanchez.
Good jab, cross, uppercut.
And this is a big deal too, right? Like when you get to this point in the fight where both guys are kind of tired, what's your boxing look like? And you know, Hector's still accurate. He's not throwing as hard, he's not throwing as fast, but the accuracy is still there for him.
Well, I look at tendencies at this point. You know, you're not who you are in round 3 that you were in round 1. Starting to slow down, a little bit more hesitant.
Well, now Snyder can actually get in, but when he gets in, he's just getting clinched and kneed.
Oh, good spinning head kick.
Yeah, that was tight.
See, look at Snyder's hesitant on his punches now.
Well, he's eaten a lot of shots in this round, a lot more than in the previous 2. I mean, I'm not sure if that Lobo
He ate
slowed
good
him down.
shots. He ate good shots in the previous 2. They were just kind of fouls. Good check.
Nice check. That's
Like I said, he keeps his eye on him, but he just doesn't have the technical skill to do anything with the information he's gathering.
and he does get turned away by some of those big punches too. And
Good check hook, good check cross.
coming in straight with that one.
Great, beautiful counters.
Loco Sanchez.
Wow. Another great fight in the books. We will go to the judges' scorecard.
A great debut from Sanchez and a great fight from Snyder. Showing a lot of toughness. He took some big strikes for a youth fighter there. Still hanging in on there. Takes it to the decision. You got to think Sanchez came out with that one with a UD.
I'm not putting my kids in with these guys. I think there's some sandbagging going on here.
I think Sanchez might be ready to break the blue corner curse. So far, not a single blue corner fighter has come out on top
I'm giving it
at
to
this
him.
show.
Even if they take a point, I'm giving it to him.
Right.
I thought he did enough. Roland's vindicated now. Feels like a coach.
Yeah, you're not a coach till you get one, right?
Our decision is in. Fighters to the center of the ring.
It's like a champion. You got to defend the title.
Your winner out of the blue corner, Hector Loco Sanchez.
All right, the blue corner pulls out its first victory of the night via Loco Hector Sanchez and the Embrace Martial Arts team.
Outstanding fight. Again, that was a fight of range.
Great, great fight.